Hello, YouTube, Facebook. How y'all doing? Me, not so great, but I'll live. I'll get through it. Uh, what I want to discuss with you today, um, it's not the usual topic, but here goes. Uh, Basically, I just lost one of my dogs. Her name was Blondie, Mama Blondie, and we lost her today. Luckily for me, she died in my arms, driving on the way over here to Mexico. Um, and it's the whole reason why I want to do this video. I want to do this video because I want to make sure that there's enough information out there for anyone else who goes through this situation that I went through. So basically, my little Mama Blondie was. You could not stay upset if you were a dog or if you were mad. If I were mad at her, and she would create messes. But it was impossible to stay mad at her. It was impossible for any of the other dogs to not like her. She just ran up to you and started kissing you. She's a very beautiful, sweet dog. Anyway, basically, she unfortunately got into some rat poison. And sorry, I have a dog that doesn't want to be in the yard, wants to go play with the other dogs, and so they're talking. So it's a husky, so you know how vocal they can get. So basically, I caught her eating rat poison. I got it out of her mouth. I tried to get as much as I could. It was really hard. She started to bite down. And I washed it out, and then I monitored her. I looked at some videos. They said have her throw up or just monitor her. So eventually, I did. I didn't get to those videos till a little bit later. I had what she did came at the wrong time. I was working on my car, so I had to put it back together before I could even go anywhere, do anything for her. Sorry, just replayed everything. There's so many I wish I could have. Anyway, she seemed fine. And then I started reading, to have her throw it up. I tried to have her throw it up, and I thought we were in the clear. The next day, she started acting funny, lethargic, quiet, just not herself. When we go for walks, none of them are on leashes. And she gives it to little Tiger. They go, they do their sniffs, they walk, and then she just attacks him. It's all playful. What I'm trying to say is she has a lot of energy. She's very rambunctious. I've never seen a dog have so much energy and full of life. And so she wasn't her normal self on the walk we did. And so I then took her to the vet, and I reduced the vomiting, gave her water, watched her. She wasn't getting better. In fact, she was getting more quieter days. So I took her to the vet. When I got to the vet, they wouldn't see her until I talked to poison control. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's really important that as soon as you figure out what's going on, whether it's they're not acting right, you think they ate something, you found they ate something, immediately induce vomiting. 1 tablespoon of peroxide will do it. make them throw up. Once they throw up, then if you can have charcoal on hand for your dogs, always have charcoal because they eat whatever. You never know what they're eating. You're just going to see them throw up. Give them some charcoal so they can absorb whatever they had, and then take them to the vet. So I took her to the vet, and immediately they had me call poison control. They won't see your dog. They won't do anything to your dog until you talk to poison control. And you have to give out all the specifics, everything you saw, if you have the box, because they want all that information. At the end of everything, they give you a code. But the thing is, before you can even give them any of the information that happened, they ask for a $75 credit fee. So basically, if you don't pay this, if you don't have money on your credit card or in your bank, you won't be able to go further with this phone call. You're done. So you have to have $75 in your bank. Luckily, I had that. Luckily, I was able to get that done. But what if, like, a majority of people didn't have that? So, paid the fee, gave all the info. Poison control gave me a code, a number to give to the vet. I get to the vet. I give the vet the code. This code... Sorry, I'm tired. I've been up for days dealing with this. I'm exhausted. I haven't ate. I've just been drinking water. Not much because I'm like, I can't drink water because I'm going to have to pee. Anyway. They get that code. Then they wanted to keep her overnight. They said these are the things that we should do. And IV drip, and keep her overnight to monitor her because she probably might have seizures or this and that, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. How much will that cost? $1,200. $1,200! So, there's that. So, I paid for all the other stuff, minus the IV and overnight stay. Didn't have the $1,200. I paid for everything else, which came out to $392. Could afford that. So I did that. Took her home. Monitor her. Didn't like the progress. Got her. Started driving over here to Mexico to get her to the vet. She died in my arms on the way over here. My advice to you is act quickly. Get with poison control. Induce vomiting. Get with poison control. And then get that number, and then the number that they're gonna give you, and get them to the vet. If you can't afford what they're gonna tell you, then yeah, pay the way I did, and instead of taking them home and waiting, just head to the border. Go straight to the border, and I'm going to tell you why. Over here in Mexico, they don't fuck around. The first day I went to the vet in America, had I done that over here, she would have been admitted immediately. They would not have asked me for copay. Can you afford this? None of that. They just do it. They just start doing it. We'll talk about payment later. Let's just get this pup going. That's how that would have worked out. That's exactly how that would have worked out. They would have started your pet on IV, fluid, everything, incubator, whole kit and caboodle, steroid. They just would have threw everything at your fucking. They just, wake up, yeah. They just. That's what I see these vets do. To strays, dogs that people who can't afford their dogs, bring them in. They assess what you can afford, and they handle the dog. They take care of it. Deal with the payment later. She died in my arms, but you know what? I brought her anyways to see, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe because I kept pumping her heart. I kept breathing in her nose. I kept doing what I've been taught as far as CPR. They checked her on. No, sorry, Didn't charge me shit. Bringing in, I watched some dogs come into a vet dead and people get charged. even if they didn't cremate them there. I've just seen enough with the medical system for human beings in America, and I've seen enough with the medical system for animals in America. I've had enough. I'm over it. I'm done with America completely. I don't ever want to come back. I know I have no choice and I will, but I'm done with that country.